Wow, we just finished this week's episode of One Punch Man Season 2.
Subscribe and tune in every week for our reactions.
This week it was episode 1, The Return of a Hero.
Finally, after 3-4 years.
So obviously this is just way too long waiting for season 2.
Yep.
Like, and that's the thing. It's so weird, right? Like everybody loved season 1. We were
So
ready
good.
to you got the money.
Yes.
You got the money train ready.
2016, it was going well.
But like, if anything, I think this is a good commentary on just where anime is at right now. There's not enough people that can animate the anime that we want right now. That's an interesting thing.
Absolutely.
But we finally got there. What did you guys think?
Absolutely.
I liked it. It was different. Definitely different animation because it's a different animation team, which I think is weird for continuing a different season. But it looks good. It looks like something that we see nowadays.
It looks fine.
Yeah, for like a shonen anime, it's like, okay, this is crisp. This is good. Not that weird, like, kind of 2D.
I feel like with like the wait, that's kind of where I get a little frustrated, because when we wait for Attack on Titan, it's because it's beautiful and because we're ready for the animation, and we've waited since, what, 2015 for a new One Punch Man?
And I would even say that was pretty unforgivable. Like, this is making the same mistake.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. Like, I don't like waiting. Like, we are a give me now, like, world at this point, and I want it, and I mean, I'm really happy for it. I'm pretty excited. I mean, we completely demolished one of our heroes in episode 1, so that's pretty fun.
And that's the thing, right? Like, One Punch Man has such a great story, and I think we'll talk about the animation more in a minute, but like, it got the story of One Punch Man and the comedic beats right. Like, the timing is still there.
100%, and I think the relationships are still there as well. You've got... even though I haven't even rewatched it since it aired, I was immediately catapulted back into, I know what's going on.
The relationship between Genos and Saitama. He's like, yes, master, and he's like, all right, you got it, it's okay, and then
you're fine.
And I even like the fight that they did, the in comparison of King, where he is, Sonic showing up was a good dramatic moment.
Absolutely.
I think the three of us just all had that same reaction. We had like Genos talking to like his scientist guy, and that scene just went on for a long time.
Like we kind of just like hold our breath, and we were like, oh, this is kind of...
Like we did a little bit of fighting really early and good comedic beats really early. And then we had just 2 scenes that were just nothing but exposition. Which like is exciting because I'm excited for those things to come to fruition in following episodes.
Absolutely.
But I don't. It's a little bit of like, you know how you get like in a Dragon Ball episode, you get like part of the way through and you get to the point where you're like, all right, I know for the last 7 minutes of this episode, they're just gonna scream. They're just gonna kind of scream. Like,
I kind of felt that too, like especially after Genos and the scientists, and then we get to like the underground area with like all the villains. I mean, it's good that we get to see like familiar faces, but at the same time, just kept going and going, and I was just like, credits, please. But
and we didn't get an opening.
Until the end.
I assume that what they put at the end is the opening.
But then again, you don't get that, like, we haven't seen it since 2016 at this point, and we want the One Punch. We want the song, and, like, I like the new song. I forgot it was all heavy metal, which I love. But we didn't get a One Punch.
I will say we technically did. We didn't see it because, like, the bird was there. He punched the crow, but it was just like... We didn't get it. He was like, it took 1 punch, damn it! But
so rolling into that with the animation. So the fight we got was Genos versus the other robot.
Which was, I loved it.
Some of it's good. So like, I like that they're doing like the shiny metal on him. I like the laser effects and everything. But the huge immediate thing you can tell from season 1 to this season, our camera is just fixed. You know, like the hallmark, what made One Punch Man stand out so much in season 1 was, I think, the camera work. You know, like the spinning around characters, following them as they were at super speed. This was all, it was good. It was good for what it was, but it wasn't that next level.
I didn't feel like in the fight. Like I felt like we were an observer running away. And one other thing, I said it during the episode, and I think unfortunately for people that didn't watch One Punch Man in the first season, because it was kind of a niche anime at the time, people that have now seen My Hero are going to be like, oh, this is just R-rated My Hero. They're heroes, they're this, they're that. Like people that don't understand what One Punch Man is and have just kind of gotten into anime because of My Hero since it's so popular. That's kind of my fear, is that people are going to associate it with that, and that's really not the case.
Season 1 was more popular than like Law and Order on Hulu when it was out.
Was it?
Yeah. So I think there's like a pretty good built-in audience, but I don't think it's earning any new audience views, right? Like back to what you said about Attack on Titan, we had the same criticism for it. like, the animation of One Punch Man Season 1 was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But it came out so many years ago for the quality to drop for Season 2.
Yeah.
It's just so disappointing.
Like, absolutely. And I mean, yeah, just going back to the animation itself with, like, you get kind of taken out of the emotions of a fight when you don't have that panoramic, because we've been spoiled at this point.
Exactly. You guys set a bar really high, and then you handed it off to a B-team animation company and like a very inexperienced animation director.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna feel like a cash grab and that the quality would be really, really low.
Yeah.
But I do think that this anime, like, again, it had the comedic beats down. The story of One Punch Man starts to get more interesting, and I think the animation director here understood what was interesting about the story and used his animation. I don't even want to say budget. I want to say like his time on it, because I don't think the studio or the people whose hands it's in right now can even get to that level of Season 1. So I think we have to just throw that out the window for us at that point, which is really sad. But
maybe like that'll give us a chance to enjoy the story.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of lovable characters.
At that point, you could read the manga, though, and see the beautiful art that's in the manga, because the manga art is also out of this world.
Yeah, no, I definitely, like, I haven't personally read the manga. I know y'all have, but I've seen the art for it, and it's stunning.
Beautiful.
So if you don't know One Punch Man's, like, art story, so, like, it started as, like, a shitty hand-drawn, like, webcomic, basically.
Oh.
And then Yusuke Murata, the guy he's a phenomenal illustrator in the manga world. He did, like, Ice Shield 21. He basically adapted it to high-quality manga.
He made it gorgeous.
Made it incredibly gorgeous. And then, we had, the animation director and Madhouse do the first season.
Yeah.
I feel like this is, like, cash grab. It's like, well, like, the animation industry was like, we have to make a One Punch Man Season 2 for the money. What's the cheapest time we can spend on it?
Yeah, which is kind of unfair to us as the viewers, because with, like, the excitement, I mean, we're going to go on for this forever, like, with the excitement of Season 1, to just do a cash grab and not even spend the money on it just feels kind of lackluster.
I think that was the biggest thing, too, because, like, when we saw the trailer for Season 2, we didn't get a lot. And
that trailer was a dumpster fire.
That's what we did not like even talk about
screen.
it. So I think with that kind of, like, feared me. I was just like, are we going to get the same hype for Season 1? I mean, all regardless, I'm excited to see it, because even with the opening that we see in the end, we get to see all our favorite characters again. I like that they name everybody, because it's like, hey, it's been 3 years since we've seen everybody.
I think it's gonna work out kind of like Dragon Ball Super did, where the animation on that was terrible too. But like it's Dragon Ball, everybody loves those characters, and we kind of just got on board anyway, because fuck us, right? Because we're all trash.
We're gonna watch it anyways.
We're being trash anyway.
Anyway, guys, let us know if you guys are gonna continue watching One Punch Man Season 2 in the comments below. As always, subscribe for more videos, and we'll catch you next time.
眠れない闇